My top 30 followers on Twitter. Who is at number 1? Today we are taking a look at my 30 biggest followers. For those of you who don't know, Twitter's probably the platform that I use the most outside of YouTube. I have around 2.5 million followers, and starting the list off at number 30, Luzu and Luzu Games at 29 as well has 3.2 million. So my top 30 followers already have more followers than me. Luzu's an awesome Spanish YouTuber, played a lot of Pokemon Go back in the day, is a general all-round awesome guy. At 28, we've got Stacks, another awesome Spanish YouTuber, used to play a lot of Call of Duty back in the day, does Minecraft. The Spanish guys dominate. They have a lot of followers, clearly. At number 27, musician Ansel Elgort himself. You guys may know him from Baby Driver. He followed me and wanted to play some Call of Duty with me. I'm terrible. So many people message me and ask me to play Call of Duty and Fortnite and all these games. I just never have enough time. We never got round to it, but we still do DM on occasion. This actually gave me a little bit of an insight into any celebrities, non-YouTube celebrities that may be following me out there as well. Number 26, Ricky Dillon. I know he's a YouTuber, don't know too much about him, but I think the crossover there is that he plays a lot of Pokemon Go. I sometimes tweet about it, so he's probably spying on all of the catches I'm getting. 25, H2O Delirious, part of Vanos Gaming's group of YouTubers. He has so many followers. And we did a Pixelmon series back in the day. I think I battled him in one of the finale episodes. Pretty sure I won. But yeah, that is so many followers. Guys, we need to get my followers up. If you not follow me on Twitter, go and follow me. Number 24, the Beast himself. Literally, Mr. Beast, one of the most insanely viral YouTube creators in the world. This guy is giving out money, creating crazy content, and is also a really nice guy. But that still means there's 23 other people. At 23, Alfie Deyes, the OG vlogger himself, 5.2 million followers, and we're not even at top 20. This is absolutely nuts. Fun fact, me and Alfie met many years ago, maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago. We were filming for the same online YouTube channel together, doing a little bit of sponsored work, and I got chatting to him. He's a really cool guy. Met him a few times on a podcast with him recently as well, but not quite enough to make it into the top 20. Oh, 22, my boy KSI coming out with that W versus Logan Paul, which I was very happy about, representing Team UK. He's genuinely a really nice guy and can be quite chilled actually outside of his YouTube videos. Obviously, he can be very hyper in his videos as well, but a solid spot dominating YouTube, boxing, music, whatever he puts his mind to, he's crazy at. 21, The Voice. What? Okay, looks like they just follow quite a lot of people. It's the US version of The Voice. Can't lie, don't really watch that show too much. I haven't gone on that show and haven't been asked to go on it, but maybe one day, you never know. At number 20, Ninja himself, flying up there with 5.3 million Twitter followers. Fair play to the guy. The audience that he's built up across all of his social media platforms is astronomical. And he's pushed himself into the mainstream media with all of the appearances he does, and absolutely hats off. GG, crazy stuff. And think back in the day, me and Ninja were compared as some of the best Fortnite players. No more, but OG days, it was me versus him. Believe it or not. Next up, Joe Sugg. He is one of also the OG vloggers. Alfie Deyes, Marcus, Zoe, and Joe is also a really nice guy. I've only met him a few times, but whenever we've hung out, he is just so easy to get along with. Started off thatching roofs and is now, or was on the BBC Strictly Come Dancing. And did he win, come second or win? He did so insanely well. Yeah, I mean, congratulations to all the success he's had. Crazy. Number 18, my boy Lewis Hamilton. This guy just got himself another championship under his belt within Formula One. For any of you Americans that don't follow Formula One, he represents the UK, is one of the fastest guys on 4 wheels, and is so nice. I've met him several times, played Call of Duty Blackouts with him. It's absolutely awesome. He actually has one of my custom controllers as well, and that is literally his go-to controller. It's my MoreAli-A scuff controller. Fun fact for you, absolutely crazy how gaming and F1 can come together. Number 17, again, Spanish YouTubers dominating. Willy Rex is one of the OG YouTubers that I have known since back in the day. This guy has billions and billions of YouTube views, dominating the Spanish market, and is definitely somebody I'd consider a friend outside of the YouTube space as well. He's such an awesome guy. Caspar Lee, holy cow, coming out on top with 5.6 million followers. Again, one of the OG vloggers, and has just pulled an insane amount of following, although a lot of them are sort of back down from the vlogging side of things. They've moved on to other different businesses or ventures, still pulling in a butt ton of followers. Mangel, another Spanish YouTuber, met him a few times at E3 and other sponsored events. Also a really cool guy, could barely speak any English, but is an absolute legend. Number 14, we're now reaching the top 50%. Vegeta, also another Spanish YouTuber, met him a few times as well. Also a really nice guy, also doesn't speak very much English, but you can just see the Spanish YouTubers, they dominate. Number 13, YouTube creators. Thank you so much. How many followers do they have? They're only following about 2,000 people. These guys often drop tweets and actually information behind the scenes about what's going on at YouTube, so to have that contact is super important, and I appreciate their follow. Oh, Pete Wentz with 6.4 million followers. Do you guys know how we know each other? Well, we actually played in the very first Fortnite Pro-Am together. Such an insanely nice guy. Barely follows anyone, but still follows your boy, and if I ever did meet up with him again, it'd be so easy to hang out with him because he's such a chilled guy and is an absolute legend. Phil Lester, this guy's got 7.4 million followers, is one of the most OG YouTubers. Fun fact, I remember seeing this guy on a TV advert back in the day. We're talking like 9-10 years ago. Then seeing his face on YouTube and thought it was crazy that a YouTuber managed to get on a TV advert. Now here we are with people doing their own TV shows, and goodness, wait, I did a TV show actually. That's crazy. I did it myself. But just to see the progression of YouTube is crazy. Awesome guy. And if I scroll up, it's not who I thought it is, but Hardwell. Woo! EDM legend. I used to listen to this guy all the time back in the day. I actually don't listen to too much music anymore. Normally in the car now, where we stream most of it through Spotify. But Hardwell is still a legend that I respect to this day and will always love his music. And he brings the bangers. We're in top 10 now, and we have got Hootsuite. They follow 1.5 million people, so I'm going to disregard this as a spam bot account. I don't rate that. No, kicking you off the list, I'm afraid. Who's going to replace you? We have got above you Zed. Oh my gosh, what a legend. Believe it or not, our worlds came together simply by the fact that people thought we looked similar. In fact, I did a whole video joking about it, and then he ended up inviting me to one of his sets to come behind the scenes, hang out VIP when he played here in the UK. Me and Claire went. It was absolutely amazing night. He is one of the most genuinely nice people I have ever met, and he reinvests a lot of the money he makes into making the most amazing stage performances he can, with lights, music, everything, to make the whole set absolutely phenomenal. And having been there, I can definitely tell you that it is. With 8 million followers, Zed, you'll always be my celebrity twin. How similar do you think we actually look? I don't think we're that similar. Maybe it's the beard. I don't know. Either way, such a cool guy. Oh, okay. So this I knew was going to be coming at some point. Daniel Howe and Phil Lester both create very similar content. And I remember finding Dan's videos just randomly and suggested on YouTube and just sitting there binging so many of them to a point where there were like no more left to watch. I think I even tweeted him being like, bro, you got to make some more videos because he uploads so infrequently. A crazy big following, big vlogger here in the UK that sits down and does like vlog style content to camera. If you haven't watched it, would definitely recommend it. And oh boy, he's on his way to 10 million followers. Above that, Martin Garrix. Yo, all the big bangers, Zed, Martin Garrix, Hardwell, are in this list. What an absolute legend. Such a young guy that has done so much with all of his EDM songs. Obviously, Animals was one of the big ones that just, blew him up. Since then, has traveled the world, performed at the biggest stages. And fun fact, Zed was performing at Ultra Miami, and I didn't manage to go backstage because, like, these events, so many people are in so many places that trying to get to the place you're meant to is hard sometimes. I was meant to be with Zed backstage. Zed started his set, and then Martin Garrix came out of the back. I was like, bro, can you let me in? And he was like, oh yeah, I know you. We follow each other on Twitter. He let me in, and I listened to Zed's set on the stage behind the scene in front of everyone in Miami. Absolutely crazy. We've got Fortnite follow your boy. They only follow 90 creators as well, with almost 10 million followers. Fun fact, I remember when Fortnite was first blowing up and they didn't have too many Twitter followers, and they were so good at communicating through Twitter and through social media that I was keeping an eye on all of it and relaying back their information online through my own videos. And a lot of the official things they tweeted, you'd find out from me first because I would like amplify everything they were saying. Now they don't really need amplification. They've got 10 million people ready and waiting for anything they do go ahead and say, but still The fact they follow me means a lot, guys. Thank you. Moving into top 4. Any guesses as to who this is gonna be? Let's find out. Sitting just above them, Rockstar Games, just going over the 10 million follower mark. Obviously, the creators of GTA, Red Dead Redemption, so many big games. We were actually lucky enough to go and have a little bit of a look, kind of a look at their offices in New York, I believe, and then actually chat to some of the guys there as well. Obviously, creating some of the biggest games in the world, with the newest GTA still getting updates to this day. It is absolutely crazy. It's awesome to be followed and recognized by all of these crazy big accounts. All right, drum roll, please. At number 3, taking the bronze medal is El Rubius. I've talked about Spanish people enough on this list, but he is the biggest out there. This dude with almost 14 million followers on Twitter. He has just created one of the biggest audiences in the world. I actually think all of his videos now are subtitled and translated into English. That's how big his audience is, and I still can sit and watch them. They're so entertaining, even when I don't know what's going on. He flew to Argentina once and literally shut down the whole airport because so many fans wanted to go and meet him. Absolutely insane. Congratulations, buddy. But 2 people did beat you. And who are they? At number 2, taking the silver medal position. PlayStation. 17.4 million followers. PlayStation know that I love them. I love their controller. As you guys know, I use my own like branded, but PlayStation-based controller still to this day. I've always loved all the consoles. Nintendo I started off on, moved over to PlayStation, then bought an Xbox, and I play on all of them. But the controller for me and the PlayStation for me is the one that I spent the most amount of time on for the current generation consoles. I wonder if Xbox would be above them. Xbox, don't follow me. Xbox, you're following 17,000 people. You would be just below them on the 3rd place position. Hey, Xbox, you know what you gotta do. Hit me with a follow. Guys, if you're excited to find out who my number 1 most followed is, make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up button. Can you leave any guesses down below? Well, we're about to find out. So here we go. At the number 1 position, my most followed person on Twitter is you, 72 million followers. Holy cow. Okay, it's not an actual person, but that has to be one of the biggest Twitter accounts in the world, and they follow me? According to this list, YouTube are the 9th most followed Twitter account in the world, and your boy's followed by them. Thank you, YouTube, for recognizing me. It is an absolute honor. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of this list? Were there some people that surprised you, some people that you knew? If you want me to do this for any of my other social media, maybe YouTube or Instagram, do let me know and smash that thumbs up button. Thank you for watching. That was crazy. We've got a lot of big followers.